Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and let's just cut to the chase. We gotta talk about it. Oh, we've gotta talk about it. Those of you who are not aware, you probably clicked on the thumbnail of this video wondering, what is going on? What is the big reveal? What happened? What did I miss? Though at this point, everyone really knows about it because it has absolutely blown up as you would imagine that it would. And that is, we've got to talk about Shin Jinseo versus Mr. KG in the Samsung Cup. Because this game, it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be up there with the Lee Sedol ladder game, right? Even if you didn't know it was Lee Sedol, you probably heard, hey, have you heard about the broken ladder game? It's like, yeah, I heard about that. It was played like some years back versus these two strong pros, right? Like, you might not know the ranks, but you probably heard the term before. It's happened again, but not in the way you would expect. For those of you who do not know about it, I won't spoil it yet. We will get to it momentarily. Come with me on this journey, if you will. You had Shin Jinseo playing black versus Mr. Good Old KG playing white in the Samsung International Tournament. Quite a bit of prize money on the line in the finals. Setting the stage for you good? Finals in an international match worth quite a bit. On one hand, you have Shin Jinseo representing Korea. Then you got Mr. KG representing China. So this is like matches like this are, a little bit high strung. Got your modern opening, as per usual, into the enclosure. Nothing unusual happens in it. Gets the approach. Fine. Black pincers, don't see that very much nowadays. And in response to the pincer, nothing you don't see very much nowadays, going ahead and pincering the pincer because there's plenty of room to settle here. Black sides to back off. White plays old school. This I actually haven't seen, this kind of style of play, where if you are pincered like this, you just go ahead and settle and then grin and bear it with the R5. So I haven't really seen it since, Gu Lee, I think, introduced me to this particular style of play. Saw it pop up in his games and I was like, dude, you can do that? I don't have to just play a Jiseki in the bottom right-hand corner. That's amazing. Game progresses as you would expect. Fighting for Sente to take large areas of the board. Black's following up. White's following up. Nice, peaceful game so far for the most part. All things considered, everyone's just settling. Everyone's just chilling. This game is played online. For those of you who are looking at this in the future, it is year 2020. The plague is afoot. And so they are playing online via computers. You know what computers mean, right? Mishaps. Shin Jinseo, international match. China versus Korea. Finals. Prize money. A lot of prize money on the line. First line Misclick. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, dude, he's totally stealing from you.
The whoop sound?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
He's totally stealing from you.
I was trying to show you what the
I get it.
was.
I get it. I understand. I understand. He's a fan. That explains this. He watches the channel. He decided to implement what he's learning. I respect that. Thank you, Shin Jinseo. I'm glad that you are clearly a subscriber and that you just devour my content. But I'm just throwing it out there. You're a pro. This is going to be harder to do at pro level. Can't quite do it as you can in the amateur world and sort of get away with it. But I respect the attempt. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying it's fine, they just undid, right? But clearly this is on the board they did not undo. He has to go with it. He has to go with it. That was his move. Clearly he has no chance anymore in this game. At this high of a level? No, of course not. Shin Jinseo is gone at this point. He doesn't quite resign though. That's not the end of the story. And that's not why I'm showing you this game. This isn't just clickbait. I actually respect the crap out of him using this move. It is so amazing what he tries to do here. Check this out. Like, for a while, they're going and fighting. He attaches to try to connect this up and use it to cut off this one stone. The move's on the first line, but he's going to try to make use of it. And he's not even going to do it just once. As we see here, he connects up, trying to isolate. White knows he's under attack. And weirdly enough, he is under attack. There's a weird shape here now. The move's kind of being useful. But it doesn't stop there, does it? Of course not. Doesn't stop there. He surrounds the corner again. Again surrounds. And he's going to use that to try to again undercut the base. Look at him. Look at him. He's going to surround. He's got potentially a move at E2 that he can draw back to his first line misclick. He's trying to do the absolute most with this stone. And it's cool how he uses it to try to attack the right group. It's cool how he uses it to surround, because he knows he's in trouble. It's got to do something. So he surrounds the corner, uses it to try to snake the base away. It is a misclick. It is absolutely a misclick. The move should not be there in any way, shape, or form. But you can see what he's going after, right? You can see what he's going after if he can just find a way to get it to actually work. As it stands, clearly not really going to. But it's cool to see how he makes the attempt, how he tries to make the most out of every single stone, even one that is not supposed to be on the board. Now, clearly, long story short, this doesn't go anywhere. And he winds up getting killed. Right, there's no reason to go into that. He doesn't really have a chance to win after this, after that misclick. And you might be thinking to yourself, that sucks. Why didn't they undo? And to be fair, that was my first reaction too. But then I had to think about it for a little bit more. Because it's not just an undo, is it? It's precedent. Because they're going to be playing online for a while, right? There's going to be some tournaments. There's going to be some tournaments out there that will be played online, that have already been played online. So if he's able to undo this, did anyone else make a misclick? Were they able to undo? Do you need to get like a panel of professionals to determine what is and is not a misclick? Because some people might try to utilize it. I know what you're thinking. That never happened. They'd never take advantage of, saying that they had a misclick. But this is the world we live in where people tried to use AI on a pro exam. So it's possible. So, I mean, they would need like a panel of judges to decide, who are pros, to decide what is and is not absolutely a misclick. You'd have to go back in games. If he's allowed to undo his misclick, did other people allowed to get their misclicks in? If there was one? Do they get to regame? Since it's allowed now? Is a person on site who's even able to make that decision? Like, I can see where it's a headache. And now clearly they should have been prepared for this. But I mean, these are games that are usually played in person. I imagine the people who are on like the ruling body of whatever that make these decisions are not exactly the youngest in the history of ever. Not exactly tech savvy. Probably didn't do their research on what kind of problems come up in an online setting with like disconnects and misclicks and things like that. Hardware going awry. So they probably weren't very prepared like you would in like, I don't know, a Valorant tournament or, I don't know, StarCraft or whatever. But in a weird way, I still respect this game. And how he tries to, like, even though he had to take it, it absolutely sucks. Tournament match, Korea versus Japan, or Korea versus China. money on the line. Misclick, absolutely terrible, but how he tries to use it to attack, making use of every single stone. It's sad, but at the same time, it's beautiful. You can't look at that, see how he uses it, and think it's anything other than beautiful. So this is a game that's going to be talked about for a very long time. With good reason, for many reasons. And I want to bring it to your attention just real quickly. Link will be in the description, so you can download this and peruse it at your own leisure. It's a fascinating game, and I hope you agree. Till then, take care, everybody.